Hello, my name is Gosha and I'm a founder of Fena. And in this video, I wanted to share with you a little bit more information about our latest product, which is Fena B2B e-commerce, a solution for wholesalers. It's an app built on top of the Shopify ecosystem that allows you to offer wholesale ordering to your wholesale customers, without upgrading to Shopify Plus. So let me jump straight into the demo I have here. As you can see, I've got just a really standard Shopify website for retail products. As you can see here, nothing specific about wholesale here. However, what I have here, I have a registration form for a wholesale account. So that registration form is links and sends data to Fena Toolkit, which powers our wholesale application, and that creates a customer that can be then, approved for access to start ordering B2B on your Shopify. I actually already have a customer that is assigned a B2B role, which I'm going to sign in as. Just sign in quickly. Great. And as you can see now, my standard retail solution has been turned into a B2B application with wholesale prices and RRP prices as well display. And when I click through, I can also see quantity discounts depending on the volume. Plus, we enforce the minimum quantity straight away, so you cannot order less than 50, as the minimum quantity for wholesale is 50. And when I add this to I actually already had something in a basket, so this is going to be removed. But I just rendered custom card that we've built for B2B businesses to order, and that custom card has a few interesting features, like ability to see the full pricing with RRP prices and unit price, indication that quantity rules were applied to that order, also information that the item is in stock, it's either on back order or pre-order as well. As a brand, you can display your promotional messages in this banner, and your customers, they can do a few things with this card. They can view the shopping list, they can save the entire card to a shopping list, which I'm going to new shopping list 2025. Let's say save this, and that has been now created as a shopping list. You can view those shopping lists as well, so that shopping list has been added to the page as well. As you can see, here we go. We have it here. So that its new shopping list has been added, and if you want to add it back, you can edit an entire card or just one item. And then going back to this, we also have an ability to add orders as a CSV file. So this is a template here. It includes a column for SKUs and a column for number of items order per SKU. You can then, if your customer or client has a larger order, they can just use a CSV upload as a way to generate a basket from this with this functionality. But in the meantime, let's say we are ready to place the order. The customer can also input a comment. So I don't know, please ship 2nd of September 25. It's fine. And then I'm going to use my saved account, and then I have different payment options, and we offer B2B payment options as well as part of the application. So I'm going to complete this order, and once that order is placed without payment, it gives me an option to choose how I want to pay for that order, as an invoice and payment term. Do I want to request a quote that then is revised? Do I want to select manual payment? And for the UK customers, we also have an ability to add as an add-on pay by bank, which is a open banking payments, account-to-account payments, alternative to card payments that is on average 85% cheaper than card payment processing fees. But for this order, I'm just going to use generate an invoice. And that's great. And in a minute, I shall get an email to that email address that I have registered for this account, and I'll show you the email, the invoice, and an email with that invoice shortly. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you the custom account view, and that custom account view has a few more features available for your B2B customers. Again, you can display your promotional content here in this banner. You can also, your customers can see all the orders they place with you. And if the order has the editing button next to it, like a little pen, that means that the order can be edited. So they don't need to call you to ask to edit the order, but they can just press edit here. They can edit the shipping address, they can edit add or remove notes, and they can edit or remove products. So for example, I'm going to add the mirror here, and they can search for using either a name of the product or SKU. And I'm just going to add the 20 mirrors, and I'm going to save. And that has now the new order has been updated, like the existing order has been updated with the new product, and the new invoice can be regenerated as well from here. So we have the orders, as I mentioned. We have the shopping list. You can add the entire shopping list, or you can see what's in your shopping list and add individual items to the shopping list, as I mentioned before, to the cart basket. You have your account information. You also have access, or your customer have access to the purchase history, so they can see which items are most purchased in the last month, weekly, quarterly, or annually, and then add them to the basket as and when needed. We also have an ability to edit the delivery addresses and the billing addresses. So that's kind of the view from the customer point of view when they land on your Shopify website, that if they have a B2B role enabled for them. As I mentioned, your customers, I requested an invoice, right? So I've got my order confirmation, and here I have my invoice, and that is a perform unpaid invoice with all the details. That invoice actually can have your custom logo here. If you want to add your custom logo, you can. And then you have all your comments as well, and all things necessary for that specific invoice. And then if I go back, as I mentioned before, the app is powered by Fena Toolkit, which is a backend of the application, and that has a few features as well. It has a sync of all the orders. So you can sync those orders, you can mark them as pay, you can regenerate performa invoice, you can duplicate the order or archive it. You can also change the status of the order, and that syncs all with Shopify. And then we also have integration with inventory and sync of the inventory from your Shopify. However, that allows you to add wholesale pricing to your existing products. And as I mentioned, this is a wholesale pricing. You have ability to add different tiers, minimum, maximum per tier. You have ability to add RRPs and also sell them in packs. So if you sell your products in packs, you can add those here. You also have an ability to set up a customer-specific segment pricing. So if you have a group of customers, like VIP customers or more, most loyal customers, they have their own bespoke pricing. You can create those from here, and then you can assign that pricing segment to a customer. Moreover, your sales team or your sales agent can log in to Fena Toolkit and generate orders on behalf of your customers, and they can do it either on the web, but we also have a mobile and tablet application for iOS and Android, and those are super popular with both sales agents and sales personnel, especially when they go to places like trade shows, because your orders generated at the trade shows can sync back to your Shopify. It can be processed without any necessary, extra administrative burden for your sales agents. But I can just generate it already quickly. See pricing, extra, minimum quantity as well apply. If there's an extra discount, you can do it from here. You can add that from here. You can add your bespoke shipping as well. If the customer already exists within your kind of sync from CRM, or you added it previously, you can search for them. If not, you can add it from here. When they exist, you can then proceed to pay. I'm just going to do order this time. Payment method, and then we can mark as awaiting payment. And that order is synced back to Shopify, but it also is generated here, and it's created by the name of the sales agent. And if it's created by your store, we'll have the store or your store name. As I mentioned, you can manage your customers from here. You have two types of customers, retail and wholesale, where you want to concentrate on the wholesale customers. And that's where you can actually, you can see your wholesale customers. You can see the tags they have assigned to them. You can see the previous orders as well for that specific customer. As you can see here, that order. And we lost the customer. Here we go. We have address books as well. We can edit addresses for a customer. And billing, we can add extra notes that are only visible for yourself and in your team. We also have ability to assign, as I mentioned, customer pricing segments. So if you have a bespoke pricing per customer, you can assign it here, and you can change from here as well. Under user management, you can allow your customer to access the wholesale ordering on your Shopify, if that is enabled, and also if they fill in the registration form on your website, it comes here, you can enable it from here or disable from here. And if your customer have some specific tax rate that overrides your current Shopify setup, you can set it up from here. You can also, your sales team or yourself, you can start a wholesale order from the customer view as well here. Last but not least, we also have an ability to generate invoices for your customers. And as I mentioned, when I was generating the order was generated, and the payment method was chosen as invoice, and that invoice is now here, and it has amended. We amended that. So you can see that invoice can be marked as pay, be duplicated. You can see the order associated with that invoice. You can resend that invoice again to the customer, or you can download it as PDF. A very similar functionality is available for quotes. So you can generate a wholesale quote. I've already have some quote generated here, so I'm just going to use it here. And I can edit it. For example, what is the difference between, you can set up your kind of, add your, let's say we're going to add, let's add this right to a quote, and then we can, quantity 10, and we can then change pricing. Let's say I want to sell it for £18. And then I can effectively save that, and the quote can be resent to a customer again, or you can be downloaded as PDF and sent separate to the customer. And when the quote is approved here, it becomes an order, effectively it's turned into an order. That is it when it comes to the main setting. The only thing that worth mentioning, we have also the app section, which effectively allows you to add things like automatically send invoices to the customers if they choose to be invoiced. If not, you can send them manually. You can also set up a kind of a standard net payment terms. You can also set up a validity for your quotes, standard ones, and you can pick from the list. You can also enable things like minimum per product quantity per item, or also set a minimum order value on your website in different currencies. We also allow enabling different currencies and set up or your pricing in different currencies as well. I think that's it from my side. Thank you very much for your attention. You can, if you would like to learn more, just schedule a demo with me, or not. If not, you can try on installing the app or from the Shopify marketplace, or subscription comes with 14-day free trial. Thank you.